Hello again, I am Blunty. Woke up this morning kind of confused. Well, not confused, wrong word. Bemused, perhaps. As I was looking at my social media and news feeds to see what happened while I was unconscious for a couple of hours, to find out everyone's sort of really excited about the brand new news of the PlayStation VR 2, not official name. Except everyone reporting on this doesn't seem to realize not a single thing about this is new news. Like, at all. And the only reason it's been officially confirmed by Sony as of this morning is because they're literally about to send out some dev kits of the new version of PlayStation VR designed presumably exclusively around the capabilities of the PlayStation 5. So leaks were going to be coming anyway. So they had to acknowledge it officially in a blog post and in an interview and things like that. It's just better presentation if they tell you it's coming rather than waiting for someone to leak it. But here's the bullet point list of the new news that apparently game journalists didn't know about already because they're imagining all this is sparkling new information. It's not. Have I made that clear yet? None of this is new information. If you've kept an eye on anything to do with VR, for the last year or two. It's been confirmed that it's not releasing this year. We kind of already knew that because we knew that dev kits weren't out there. And, you know, you kind of want your devs to have more than a few months with a dev kit for a brand new product before they can release stuff for it. So, duh. There are new controllers coming inspired by the new DualSense controller of the PlayStation 5. Well, duh again. We knew about the new controllers many months ago. There was a couple of different patent discoveries found that Sony, filed for new VR patents with things like finger tracking and different tracking controllers and things like that. So we knew all about that. And once we got confirmation of what the DualSense could do, we went, oh, some of that technology, yeah, we already knew about that from the VR controller patents that Sony filed. So again, of course, the new VR controllers are going to be new VR controllers, and of course they're going to carry technology from the PlayStation 5 controller because, well, it's obvious. I guess one of these things we've had confirmed that we weren't particularly sure about was kind of expected, is that it's going to have a single cord setup. That's nothing revolutionary. We already have that. I can plug this into my PC with a single cord and get a complete, full PC VR experience. And it works quite well. In fact, I can use this wirelessly without a cord at all if I wanted to, something that the PlayStation VR 2 won't be doing. It is said that the PlayStation VR 2 will have higher resolution screens. Well, doy. Screen technology has come a long way since they put the screens in the PlayStation VR original. Of course they're going to be high-resolution screens. The PlayStation VR is already the worst place to have a VR experience. It has the worst screens. It has the worst lenses. It has among the worst field of view. That's another thing that's been confirmed, that the PlayStation VR 2 will have a wider field of view. Well, of course it will, because technology is already advanced. We already have that in other products. We already have better screens. We already have much better frame rates. We already have better resolution. We already have better field of view. We already have better everything. It's already out there in the market. Of course, the PlayStation VR 2 is going to take advantage of that new technology. Of course, it's going to have better this, better that, better this, better that. It's probably going to be smaller and lighter as well because, you don't need any of this officially confirmed by Sony. You could just say, well, we already know this technology is out there, so if they don't take advantage of this technology to make their product better, it would be kind of dumb. And breaking news, it's going to have better tracking. I should bloody well hope so, because the PlayStation VR as it stands has the worst tracking of any VR product out there. They had to recycle old technology they had from the PlayStation 3 with those Move controllers and the PlayStation Eye camera. That was already old technology when they presented it as new technology for their slapped together VR unit, trying to rush it to market in a half-assed kind of way. It is horrible, terrible, atrocious when compared to any other tracking system out there, whether it be external or internal, inside out or outside in tracking from any other VR product on the market or has been on the market for the last half decade. Of course, the tracking in the PlayStation VR 2 is going to be better. Because, well, quite frankly, it would be hard to make it worse than the PlayStation VR. You would have to try really hard to make the tracking worse, because it is already the worst tracking that exists for VR anywhere in the market. And even when we do get genuinely new information about this product, chances are it's still going to be not very exciting when it comes to the VR space at the moment, because technology over the last year has been coming quite a long way. We're starting to see the first prototypes and reference designs for AR now. You know, actually, what we've been wanting all along. Devices that are actually not much more bulky than a pair of glasses. Some will have a cable to a little box at the moment. Some are designed, hopefully, to be self-contained at one point or another. But they won't be sort of enclosed VR like we see these big bulky things now. They'll be lightweight things you can put on your face. We're still a year or two out from, I think, any product like that being truly practical and useful. But that's the way we're heading. So by the time PlayStation VR 2 comes along, it's still going to be pretty old technology. That said, VR is a whole lot better for gaming in general because it is an immersive experience. So what would I want to see from PlayStation VR 2? Well, something like that, very lightweight glasses technology. We're there. We have the products out there right now. We have the micro screens and the lens technology. And because, you know, it's not going to be wireless, they won't have to worry about batteries so much as some of these other products like the alleged Apple AR glasses will do. They'll have to organize battery power and things like that. But the PlayStation 2 VR thing, whatever they're going to call it, is confirmed to be cable only, so they won't have to worry about that. So they hopefully shall be quite lightweight. They won't stick out in your face. They won't sort of pull down on you because, you know, these are fine, but they're not super comfortable to wear for long periods of time. We all want but that's what I want. What we're going to get is probably not going to be that, because that's sort of rather bleeding edge technology still, and Sony, well, they're making a consumer product. They want to make it as cheaply as possible and have as many people as buy it as possible, so they have another exclusive standout feature for their device, because that way they get to sell games for it. And to be fair to the PlayStation VR as it stands right now in the marketplace, even though it is the worst VR you could possibly own, it is doing quite well, apparently. Games and whatnot are selling quite well on it, and most of the most popular games you'll see on the standalone and PC-based VR things are ported rather quickly to the PlayStation VR, because there is a user base there that will happily pay for them. And with Microsoft bafflingly refusing to port their existing VR tech, they have all this tech already pre-built that works seamlessly with Windows in their Windows mixed reality VR headset things. I made a video about this, but for some reason they refuse to just make that work on the Xbox, even though the Xbox is more than powerful enough to do it. They just don't. They just don't see the worth there, which is baffling to me, quite honestly. But whatever. So, if you're excited about PlayStation VR 2, number one, too early. Number two, nothing new has been learned today with this new breaking news. But yeah, don't get excited about it. It's not exciting. It's not new news to begin with. And we're probably at least 18 months away from even coming to a point where you could be expected to pre-order the product, much less the launch of the product. Over the next year or so, we will be hearing more about it. We'll have more specific information about specifically the technology involved, the tracking technology that they're using. Probably going to be inside-out technology, because that's just the easiest and simplest to implement these days, and it works really quite well, and it's what most of the most popular headsets around these days use anyway. We'll be learning about the resolution. Hopefully there'll be a massive boost to resolution and a massive boost to frame rate in particular, because frame rate's another area where the existing PlayStation VR falls flat in a huge way. It has the worst frame rates and refresh rates of any VR product out there. And that's kind of important for a VR product to feel good. And even with their refresh rates, they kind of cheat on that by using the real, the frame rate of the actual games they're running is not the refresh rate. They're using cheating PlayStation VR is shit. And if that's the only VR you've ever experienced, you're experiencing the worst possible VR out there. So hopefully PlayStation VR 2 is a hell of a lot better, not just a little bit better. But yeah, if you see anybody genuinely excited about this, they're pretty ignorant about what's going on in the VR and AR world right now, because nothing that we've learned today about PlayStation VR 2 is exciting in even a small way. Hopefully I've let the air out of some tires. Hope you have a good day from here on in. Thanks for watching. I am Blunty. Thanks as always to the patrons up above there. And I'll catch you next time.